Hello families and staff of Yelm Community Schools. I'm recording this video this morning because we're in the process of changing our delivery model as we talk about in-person learning for schools. We are going to once again start up our processes to move to hybrid instructional model. And I want to explain a little bit more about that. Recently, there have been changes at the governor's level, at the Department of Health in the state, and Thurston County Public Health that will allow us to increase the number of students that we bring onto our campuses each day for in-person instruction. It's really important that we're all on the same page and we're moving in this in a slow and phased-in approach, starting with our youngest learners. We have a natural target, the break in semesters here at the end of January 28th, that will give us a great opportunity to move into hybrid instruction. At that semester change, our first step of hybrid will be to bring back our kindergarten through second grade students. Then, approximately 2 weeks after that, if everything's going well, we can increase to bring all of our elementary students back in hybrid learning. After we get all of our elementary students back into school in some form, we also then have to watch the case transmission rates, because in secondary education, the new guidelines really say that the case transmissions have to come down in order for us to bring our older students back into hybrid. As we facilitate the move to hybrid instruction, there are several things that we need from you as families. First, starting with our kindergarten through second grade families, we will ask you to confirm whether or not you are choosing to stay in remote-only instruction. We need that information so that we can organize our staff and change our class rosters to accommodate the teachers and students that are impacted on the remote-only side. Next, we will start surveying our 3 through 5 families and then our secondary families so that we can make the A and B assignments for students who will be coming in hybrid instruction. Next, we will make a change in our start and end times. Our transportation department has to return to staggered start times so that we can go and pick up students in the morning and return them home at night. This will impact all students, not just K through 2. All students will return to staggered start times, and we'll be publishing those start and end times here very shortly. Next, we will have to set up bus routes so that students will know which days they come to school and which days they stay home for remote learning. Next, we're going to ask families to learn the attestation process, which we will conduct in SKYWARD every day. There are 2 key components that we'll ask you each day. First, is your student showing any symptoms of COVID? And second, has your student been in close contact with anyone who has been confirmed as a case of COVID? In either case, we will ask you to keep your student home that day and access their learning in remote fashion. Finally, it's really important that as families you stay in touch with your schools right now. Please respond to emails and calls, as we will be seeking and promoting a lot of information over the next 2 weeks as we move to hybrid. To close, I really want to say we believe that the move to hybrid instruction is going to be very good for students. What we've learned over the past year is that when schools come together and we start bringing students back in a slow, phased-in approach, if we follow all the safety protocols, COVID is mitigated. We are not seeing significant spread of COVID between students when we follow all the safety protocols. We also know that our students need to be in school. We want them to have peer interaction with their teachers so that they can be healthy and so that they can be high quality learners. We also know that this move will be good for our staff. They miss your kids desperately. They want to be in school, they want to be in class with their students, and they want to build those long-lasting relationships that we're so accustomed to. And the last thing that I want to say is that as a district, we are going to be about safety in this move. We will follow all the safety protocols. We will conduct screenings every day. We'll mask up. We'll keep socially distanced more than 6 feet apart. We'll have great hand hygiene. We'll clean our buildings. And we're going to involve ourselves in contact tracing so that if we do get a case, we'll be able to contain it very quickly so that it does not spread. Safety, safety, safety. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing your students in school.